What's going on, real ones? BCHQ back with not a reaction this time, but the Daylyt LA Leakers bar breakdown. Now, before I get into it, because I know a lot of you, or some of you might be like, oh, you didn't cover this and cover that. I'm just covering the bars that I understand. There's stuff in here I'm man enough to admit I ain't done my research on, and I need to, like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it and pretend and do things and get it wrong. Like, a lot of what he says I catch, but some of the stuff I don't know about myself. So if there's stuff missing, don't come at me. Like, no one else is doing this either. So I'm one of the few that are doing a bar breakdown on it. So let's get into it.
Ghost Riders, nigga. Know that. Lately it's been a rap for my people and gyro actually. What goes around and come around, the spiral factory.
So what goes around comes around, the spiral factory. Because the spiral, the shape of it, it's round, it goes around, and it comes around. So that's that.
Used to be black, you see, no vitiligo. I go back to these cracking times, it all came from chiropractic.
I go back to these cracking times. What did he say?
You see, no vitiligo. I go back to these cracking times, it all came from chiropractically.
I go back to these cracking times, it goes back to chiropractically. Because a chiropractor is what you go to when you got muscle like alignment, like realignments, and your bone, like your spine, and that. Chiropractor, they're the ones that do all the clicking shit. When you see like videos on YouTube of people getting their stuff put back in place and all that, and like massive like adjustments, and they're all like clicking and shit, and bones like snapping, not snapping, but as like the sound of it snapping. So that's that bar.
Up straight. They landed on the land, the man said upright. Think dinner on a skyscraper. Wait for the update. They eat us wrong.
So think dinner on a skyscraper. Wait for the update. Because he's talking about the system. So think dinner on a skyscraper. You're up high in the air, and people go out for dinner on a date. Wait for the update, but also update as in the system. Like a computer. If you think of a computer system, you have to update.
Man-made heart offer us FEMA gone up the fear, adrenaline boo, juice your adrenochrome harvest. They got us in the jar, right job is this precision. Fight this machine, man. We need a
See,
vision.
fight the machine. Now he's going into the machine.
Niggas is sick, killing us quick. Wrong earth circumferences. I jump in this, go nuts with the shell. Hell, this homunculus. This test is for you. Aluminum skies, how they stress the soil. Chemtrella, sell us free energy. Bless the Tesla coil, Edison.
So bless the Tesla coil. Daylyt himself actually has, he's done research on how to make like your own energy source, and he's made his own Tesla coil. Now a Tesla coil is something that gives you energy basically in your house to like run electricity and stuff, and he knows how to do that. It all comes from this device called a Tesla coil, and that's what that is.
Light still here, but it's evident how white
Let's bring it back a little bit.
They stress the soil, chemtrella, sell us free energy, bless the Tesla coil, Edison. Light still
So
here.
this Thomas Edison said Edison, light's still here because he created a light, like light bulbs.
But it's evident how white stutter. We can take flight if we get the right brothers.
We can take flight if we get the right brothers, because the Wright brothers created the planes.
Right on you all, hieroglyphics, what we fantasize to get the truth.
Right on you all, right on your wall, hieroglyphics.
Analyze history, reversing the map with a man standing. Go to Kemet Wild when there's pyramids in the Grand Canyon, but they dead.
So there's pyramids in the Grand Canyon. I actually googled this after I watched this because I didn't know that. And there's some interesting pictures on Google. If you type in Grand Canyon pyramids, they've covered it up. Like, from the pictures I've seen anyway. I'm going to try and do some more research on that myself. It's very interesting. So yeah, he's like, why go to Egypt when there's pyramids in the Grand Canyon?
All this shit a scam. Like, how did they drain all of this water? Nigga, damn, I do.
How did they drain all of this water? And then he said the N word, dam. So a dam is like where the water is kept, like a river dam, like it's like a waterbed. So that's what that is. We've been asked out and y'all knew this. As in saying, and you knew that, but nudist. So he's playing on the wordplay.
B12 blocking, get it, sell us clothes, son, think he powerful. Tell us what this belief is. They'll put black blackface on everything but Jesus.
They put blackface on everything but Jesus. So you know how you have some white people doing like the blackface thing that caused a lot of controversy. It's been going on a lot throughout history of white people like painting their face black and shit. And he's saying, and he spoke about this in vlogs and stuff he's done, where they want you to believe that Jesus, if there is a Jesus, if you type it in Google and that, it'll be a rare thing if you can find a picture of a black person that's looked upon as Jesus. And he's saying that's the key to it, because they don't want black people to feel like they've got any power or they're any good. So every depiction of Jesus is a white person.
Zeitgeist, Roman Catholics who killing shit. How we got immigration when ICE really the immigrants. Y'all did a lot. Dealers with car salesmen, garage scaling, cancer pump through the AC. See this mirage felon, they felling our majesties with crack addicts, casualties. I'm back at it like, what color is crack? And what color is crack addicts? Black static.
So what color is crack and what color is crack addicts? He's saying it's the white man, it's the white person, where a lot of this stuff is stemming from and the problems.
I just hope my people rise. We asked to be treated equal. Them niggas gave us equalizer. Watch by the equalizer.
So E. coli is like a form of poison, I believe, or like some sort of disease. I'm not too sure what E. coli is. I heard someone else talking about it. I think it's some sort of disease. So that's what I think that's what he's pressing on that bit.
When they got Homeland Security, deep web niggas fucking children building their ego.
So deep web fucking children. Like there's a thing called the deep web. Daylyt has said he's looked into it before, and they sell like body parts on there. They do human trafficking on there. It's basically a dark place of like criminal activity that goes on, and they like paedophilia. Like you can buy weapons on there, all sorts, like drugs. Like it's like a black market online, and that's what he's getting at. That. There's a cop out because the Pizzagate guy got arrested who was a cop. And Pizzagate, if you watch a documentary on YouTube, Pizzagate is about like these pizza establishments that were set up, and they basically had like kids there doing stuff like to the kids and paedophilia rings and stuff like that. We must rip the book, suspicious crook, look vicious, this is shook and pride. We waking up, yeah, we look alive. The library filled with a book of lies. We're waking up and we look alive, yeah, the library's full of a book of lies. So he's saying like as more and more people are waking up to what's going on, and we're not just all zombies like we were, and just following the system and what we're told to do. People are actually doing their own research now and figuring shit out for themselves. And he's saying the library is full of book of lies. People write books. Someone's got to write that book. What's stopping most of the books that are out there being lies? People just take it for granted and take people's word that it's fact when it's actually not. Take the woman out of the word. Bible. As it, like boo is another form for a woman, like I think that's like American slang. Nicki Minaj, it's all fake butt. Because Nicki Minaj has got a fake butt. Never act silly. Shout outs to Ill Camille and Rap City. Real queens who fight for our sister, push the agenda. Don't be Barbies, don't do parties, no VIP with Bacardi. Storm Thunder coming. Show the young queens they could be Wonder Woman. So he's saying no VIPs with Bacardi, as in like Cardi B, I think he was getting at there. Like saying that the celebrity lifestyle is played out, it's not what it seems. Wonder Woman, Storm Thunder coming. Show the young queens they could be Wonder Woman. We need to be showing the young women out there that they can be powerful, is what he's saying. As in Wonder Woman was like a superhero. He's saying we could show them that they can be powerful and not follow people like Cardi B. Lasso, like that rope that cowboys use, and he says, so embrace it, the brace that you put on the horse. Those who run the world, really racist, this a new case. Ones that run the world are racist, like the white people, like most people in charge that run shit are white, and they clearly are racist because they don't want black people in power, and in their companies and that they rarely have people in positions to benefit them that are actually black.
Mine was fluoride in the toothpaste. What the fuck now?
Fluoride in the toothpaste. That's like known to like cause cancer and shit and like poison basically, and it's in everyone's toothpaste.
Down, it's a blue face. Wait, victory sold from the victors. The crack killer slow. My nigga soul tried to lift him. See, aboriginal, been blacking, cracking through syntax. The flow perfection. Wait, they think they choose the blacks. They feed on the kids in the hood. You get it, section 8.
So they feed on the kids in the hood. You get it, section 8, as in that section of that community got 8 up.
Y'all snoozing, don't remove the facts. You don't think they eat us, peep this. Why you think they choose the blacks for slaves? Could've wiped us all out with a satellite. And yet they trapped us all in this firmament to be cattle like saddle up, nigga. I was Christian before knowing who I was.
So he said cattle, saddle up. You put a saddle on like beef on cattle when you ride it.
Now my mission is more flowing. No more Gucci, no more Prada, no Christian Dior showing. Etymology for Lucifer, Leon Cohen going. I will not move, plot move, listen, my mission is to drop jewels.
He's saying, I will not move, plot move, my mission is to drop jewels. He's saying he ain't going nowhere. His job now is to expose things that are fucked up in the world and drop knowledge on people, which he's doing.
I'm supposed to holler like I'm some scary dude. Nigga, I'm just standing up for Terry Crews.
He's saying he's supposed to put on this image in the public to what everyone else is doing. Supposed to copy that, but he's saying I'm just hollering and trying to stand up for Terry Crews. Terry Crews is that actor. He was in White Chicks and a lot of other stuff, but he came out against like he was at some party and some like white guy, some powerful bloke like quite high up in Hollywood or something, was like trying to come on to him and get him in like it's like some sexual, like basically like trying to abuse his personal space and shit. And I think he's been abused in the past. I could be wrong, but it's been very close if not. So that's what he's saying in that last bar to close it off. So that's it, guys. I hope I dropped enough for you and helped some of you out that have watched the freestyle and not necessarily understood some of the bars. Let me know if you want me to do more of these for other songs or artists. I quite enjoyed doing it, to be honest. There's so much to catch in this one, though. It's not the easiest one to start with. Period. Anything with Daylyt anyway is going to be a fucking mindfuck, because the guy, he's honestly my favourite artist now, like ever, and Eminem was before. I put him up. I think I've got to put him in front of M now. Like, he's so different as well. He's so much more conscious. I'm very impressed, man. Realising soon how much of a problem this guy is. So go check out his vlogs as well. Like, he does daily things on Instagram and they get uploaded to YouTube. Go and like enlighten yourself and get some knowledge off him. I've been doing it for a while and I'm learning a lot of stuff. So shout out to Daylyt, killed it again. Shout out to everyone supporting, all the new subscribers. There's nothing but love. I appreciate all of you. Everyone drive for success. They don't want to fuck with a real one.